Hello, welcome to your February Tarot Forecast videos. I want to share 3 distinct points about the energy of February itself before I start in on the readings. I'm going to take a few minutes with this intro, so if you wish you can skip ahead to where I begin actually pulling cards. I'll go ahead and put a time indication in the description box if you want to do that. First, I want to begin by stating the obvious, which is that we collectively recognize January 1st as the day that rings in the new year on the calendar. However, the beginning of February is when we actually truly enter a fresh new energy cycle. That is the real new year energetically. A lot of January was spent tying up loose ends of 2016, and this is because we entered the new year in January 2017, mid-cycle of a Mercury retrograde. This is not conducive to forward movement. Rather, it's a time to chill, reflect, and plan your next steps, and not take action to commence new things quite yet. Mercury went direct on January 8th and doesn't move out of its shadow for approximately 2 weeks after it goes direct. This means that if New Year's resolutions were started in January, they are not likely to endure and those plans will tend to unravel. Any resolutions for change that you want to implement in order to yield more permanent results would be more auspicious if began at the end of the month when the mercurial energy begins to pick up speed. Coincidentally, this is around the same time of the start of the Chinese New Year, which begins January 28th. And that brings me to my second point, which is sharing a little bit about this year being marked as the Yin Fire Rooster. 2016 was the Yang Fire Monkey. Yang energy is masculine, extroverted, and outwardly expressive. Fire is dynamic, changing, passionate, and all-consuming. The monkey is playful, chaotic, impulsive, adaptable, and clever, but not necessarily honest. Observing the way that monkeys behave will give you an indication of the characteristics they exhibit and how a lot of 2016 played out for us. So again, 2017 is the year of the Yin Fire Rooster. Much like last year, fire will mark the next 12 months as blazing, dynamic, and assertive energy. However, Yin energy is feminine, introverted, insightful, and inwardly receptive. So a lot of us will be tapping into our inherent reserves of strength and realizing our inner passions this year. There is a strong theme here of self-reliance. The rooster quality is confident, if not somewhat boastful, as it proudly sticks out its chest and fans its feathers. Roosters are notably guided by instinct as they greet the rising sun in the morning. Therefore, advice this year is to rise early to accomplish your goals and act on your first impulses. There can be danger in second-guessing yourself or maybe overanalyzing. It is lucky to have some sort of symbol or visual representation of a rooster in your home this year, which is why I have this guy over here. Because success and self-reliance comes easily to roosters, this is a great year to demonstrate leadership and gain real progress in what you want to achieve. So this brings me to my last point I want to make before I start in on your readings. 2017 numerologically adds up to a year 1. 2 plus 0 plus 1 plus 7 equals 10, and when you reduce the 10 by adding 1 and 0, you end up with 1. This means that no matter what your life path number or your personal year, there are collective beginnings within the human race as we begin a brand new 9-year cycle. The key word for a 1 year is independence. Other meanings are ego, ambition, initiative, and individuality. We will begin to see things that we have never seen before this year. We have already seen shades of the 1 year theme, as well as the monkey and rooster characteristics within the new political climate, but we don't really need to get into that here in this video. What is important to remember is that the New Year energy that commences this month is a year of personal success achieved through diligent perseverance and patience. Like the rooster crows at dawn, it is heralding in a powerful sign of awakening. Happy New Year! Now let's get started with your readings. Pisces, for your February forecast video, I will be pulling 4 cards from the Connolly Tarot deck. Each card will represent the 4 weeks of the month ahead. All right. First week, second week, third week, fourth week. All right, the shadow card is the 3 of Cups, and they look rather happy, don't they, in this photo, or in this image. So, you know, there's some sort of celebration. There's something to be grateful for this month. There's possibly many things to be grateful for, but generally the 3 of Cups is some sort of celebration or a gathering where people are, you know, drinking and enjoying the company of one another. Okay, so, excuse me, I just need to clear my throat. I've been talking for a while. So, okay, the 2 of Pentacles here is all about an exchange. Okay, so it's back and forth. It's a nice balance. I see you juggling, and I see you, honestly, what I'm hearing is like taking 1 step forward and 2 steps back. It may seem that way, or it may have seemed that way for a while, but I feel like, you know, this is just a need to sort of be patient and to sort of keep going, keep moving through it. You're sort of trying to juggle here. He is the juggler, so he's sort of moving 2 things back and forth within his hands here. So I see this being very busy, but it's also a little bit of a rhythm. I also see, you know, with the steps, I also see him like dancing. When I was saying that 2 steps forward and 1 step back, I was seeing like him moving and sort of dancing around in like this circle. And it's possible that some of you could be going out and dancing. Very cut and dry there. Okay, so the Page of Swords, the 2nd week. Okay, so I see that you are, I feel like you're a little bit more quiet this week. All right, for some reason, I see you like you're thinking and observing and you're processing something. There could also be some sort of, you know, news or some sort of conversation come in that you may be overhearing or listening or overseeing something. I see you planning your next steps as well. Okay. The 3rd week, you have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so something is coming in here. It's like some sort of offer. I do see it as a gift that's being given to you. And I was saying in the beginning that there's something to be grateful for. And whether or not that's tangible things, it's just some sort of gift. It could be a tangible thing, yes, because it's a pentacle, but I see it's just something to be grateful for, something to be thankful for. The gifts that you have or the gifts that other people give you, whether or not that's their actual physical things. Again, it could be like time or, you know, gift of the spirit in some way. Okay? But also what I'm hearing is better late than never. I don't know why I'm hearing that, but I thought I'd share that with you as well. The Knight of Pentacles makes steady progress forward, and you're planning out your next steps. So you're being very careful. I don't see a lot of fast movement this month. I see a lot of back and forth energy. I see you planning and observing as well, and I see you taking some slow, gradual steps. So it's baby steps, really. You're coming at some sort of crossroads for the 4th week, and this is like reviewing your options. Okay, you've come to some sort of fork in the road. Luckily, you do have many options here, but this is also about like fantasies and fantasizing. And because of that, you're not really fully able to be decisive in making a decision. I see you leaning more towards the left here with your foot kind of extended out, but you're still sort of stuck in this position. You're just sort of looking at this tree with cups in it. So this is seeing like all of the different possibilities and outcomes. And I feel like if you stay in this energy for too long, it's not going to serve you. I feel like you do need to be decisive. You do have options, but it's like you just need to sort of choose one, is what this is saying. So don't waver, I guess. And it's good that you have those resources available to you. Okay. Okay, so I'm using this deck, the Angel Tarot Cards deck, to pull a card of advice for the signs. So show me the advice card for Pisces. Okay, it's the advice card for Pisces. It's this one. 7 of Fire. Defend your beliefs and decisions. Stand your ground. Choose your battles wisely. All right. I'm not really resonating with the words down here as much as I am the image itself. So you've risen from the ashes and you're riding this phoenix, right? Being reborn. And I see this as also being very busy. Just like you have the business, the busyness of this and sort of going back and forth. This one is like you're trying to put out several fires at once. Okay? The advice stands for what it is, but I'm also just getting like you have a lot of things to take care of this month and sort of chipping away at them slowly and, one foot in front of the other, because it's like you can't tackle it all at once. You have to sort of take care of one thing at a time is what I'm seeing. But don't let yourself become overwhelmed with the options as well. So this is kind of what I was seeing for the advice card and how it plays into the tarot cards. So I want to go ahead and pull 3 cards from the Gypsy Fortunes deck. And I haven't used this deck before in any of the readings, so I'm kind of excited to. They're a little bit different from the tarot and the oracle. So these are the messages for you. 1, 2, and 3. Shadow card, the sun. The sun has been coming up for a lot of the signs, so this is great. Let's go ahead and start with this. So we have the sun as being your individual expression. Okay, it's sort of this fire in the sky, and I was seeing that here with this fiery energy, this passion being like riding this through the sky. Okay, so exerting your passion, like, I guess there was something that I had wanted to say. I think I've lost it, sorry. Anyway, the sun represents card 1, which is all about individuality, self-expression, independence, which is all about what this year is about. It's the 1 year, it's the new beginnings, the new initiations to really express yourself and what it is that you want to do. So here we have the anchor, and we have the children, and we have the man. Okay, so the anchor is about being tied down to responsibilities here. It's like you've just come back from this trip. I see what the boats are coming or going. I think that they're going. You've just come back and you've sort of hauled this. You have this huge anchor that you're carrying with you. And anchors definitely, you know, represent grounding and you know, anchoring something into place. So it's a placeholder. But it's also just a sense of stability and something that's solid. Okay. And the Knight of Pentacles offers you something solid. You have something solid in your hands. It could be heavy as well with this energy here. Then you have the children. This could be, you know, responsibility, or some sort of, you know, solid foundation for children. You've built that for yourself. There is a balance here that I'm seeing, because the man is all about, you know, responsibility and maturity, and he overlooks his dependents here. He makes sure that their needs are met. Okay, so having some sort of solid foundation for children with man, as that's one aspect. Another aspect that I'm seeing is just the general responsibility on either side. One could be really heavy. It seems like it's just a lot of work here, and you need to find time to play in the center. So in order to sort of balance out your time, so maybe these are the 2 steps forward that I was seeing, and this would be the 1 step back, but it's not really a step back if you're just sort of making sure that you keep things balanced in life, so it's not all play and it's not all work, so you don't get burned out, right? So that's another circumstance that I'm seeing. Another instance that I'm seeing is that you see that there's some sort of solidarity here. Okay, there's some sort of commitment to maybe an immature man, quite frankly. You have the child man, the childish man. Or you could be sort of playing games with this man, or this man could be playing games with you. Either way, it doesn't feel malicious. It just feels like it's like the game of love, because he has like this heart around his head. He's thinking with his heart. Okay, so the message, all of these Gypsy cards come with some sort of message of like wise wisdom. And the message for the sun, the meaning is that the sun shines on mud but does not get muddy. All right, Pisces. That is the wisdom of that card. And this was your reading for February. Thank you so much for watching, and for liking and sharing my videos, and for subscribing to my channel. I will see you in the next videos.